Microphone muted.
Okay guys, how are we all? Um, Here we go. So today's just gonna be a fun flight. Nothing hard. Well, we're gonna be sort of doing a little bit of training, I guess. So what we're doing today is we're gonna be grabbing a Cessna and we're gonna be practicing our ILS approach. So we've got ground here. We've got ground in TeamSpeak, and we've also got ground as actual ground in ZLA. Um, So he's going to be giving us air traffic control, I guess. Alright, so we're going to be looking at the runway 25 left ILS localizer. And that is this thing here.
Microphone activated.
Okay, so ILS localizer runway 25 left. So the initial approach fix on that, it is river technically, but river gives you a 48 DME, 48 mile DME, which is what the jets would use if they're coming in from the east. However, Mark, you will vector me to. Do you have the chart in front of you?
I'm getting up now. Is it ILS 25
ILS
left?
25 left, correct. So,
Yeah.
so if you see the initial approach fix is river, right? So IAF, but really you can go to any of these fixes, and usually it's sort of like a general, I guess, courtesy to do
Yeah, I
a.
see river. Yep. It says IAF in brackets.
Yeah, and it's if you look, it's also 48 miles out on a DME,
Yep. Yep.
which is way too long for even a normal ILS. So the one that we will be going to is if you look at IF, which is gate, that stands for initial fix. So that's sort of the, I guess, sort of the distance
Yep. Yep.
that is the distance that you would sort of go out in terms of, like if someone was coming in from, let's say if someone's on the Sadie 6 arrival from San Francisco, you would vector them to intercept gate. You would not, you definitely would not go out to river.
So most aircraft go out to river if they're coming in from the
They
east.
only come in from when they come from the east. They go to river. So if I was going from Vegas to LA, they would go to river, and they'd use like the River 3 arrival, for example.
Yeah.
Um,
So the gate is basically like the minimum, like the closest, or something like that.
it's either
Or can
gate
you come in
or you
closer?
can go closer to Lima, but oh actually no, not Lima. You can't do Lima. I think it's Honda. Honda was one someone told me. So 12.8 DME. But basically you got to keep in mind as altitudes. So gate's a good one because it's at 5,000. So you need to make sure that I'm at 5,000, sort of when I make that intercept turn. So like if you looked at PTAC thing, the altitude section, so that would be maintain 5,000 till established. So I'd intercept that, or it'd be
PTAC.
maintain.
So how's that PTAC work?
So I gave you the abbreviation. So it's position, turn, altitude, clearance. That's if you want to be complete, like 100% phraseology. So for example, I'd be
Okay.
flying in. Let's pretend I'm 4 miles out on like a base for gate, right? I can't intercept an ILS
Coming
with
in from the
a,
north or the
yeah,
south?
coming from the north, yeah. Or we'll practice from the south because what
Yep.
file you a route to Seal Beach or Seal Beach out of range. I think it is out of range for you. I think Seal Beach is literally like 23 miles or something. But I'll basically do a like a left downwind and sort of give myself enough room. So let's say I'm going along that, see that Seal Beach to Gate line?
Yep, yep.
So pretend I'm
It's
going,
about 20 miles out of LA.
yeah, so pretend I'm going along that
Seal
line.
Beach, VOR.
Yeah, so if you pretend I'm
Yep,
going
yep.
along that line, so I'd be at 5,000 there to intercept Gate at 5,000, right? And you would say, let's say I'm 4 miles away from Gate, you would say November 851 of Tango, 4 miles from Gate, turn left, and that's when you have to give me a heading. So if the runway is 250, you have to give me a heading with a maximum approach angle of 30 degrees. So
What was that approach angle? Is that like the maximum degrees they can turn to intercept?
yeah, so 30 degrees is the maximum. So
Okay.
220 is the lowest you can go. 220, sorry, not 220, 280.
Yeah, okay.
So you'd say turn left heading 280. Or you can wait till you get a little bit closer, maybe like 2 miles from Gate, turn left heading 280.
Oh, I see, because it's 251, so yeah. Yep, I get you now.
Yep. So then you would say after the turn, you would say maintain 5,000 or maintain 5,000 above until established on the localizer. So that means the minute I sort of catch that localizer, I can then descend via the ILS, the glide slope. And then
Okay.
after you say that, you then say cleared ILS runway 25 left, literally. So if you want to challenge yourself, use the full
Okay,
PTAC.
so
But otherwise, if you don't,
I'll just
yeah, if you just
say
want to be, if you want to
November
be essential,
123 Alpha Sierra,
okay, go
4
for it.
miles out of Gate. Turn left heading 280. Turn left heading 280. Maintain 5,000 until established on the localizer 25 left. And clear ILS approach 25 left, like that.
Yes, you don't have to say localizer 25 left. It's sort of given that if you're going for a 25 left, it's given that you're going to establish on the 25 left localizer. But it's only when you say cleared to cleared for the ILS, and then you have to specify the runway, obviously.
Ah, trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, I know. I had them before. Alright. Well, I'll put my approach chart on the left screen now. Or my right screen, sorry. And let's begin setting up the plane. So, batteries on. Avionics can come off, please. And we'll go ahead and crank the engine up here.
I think I'm actually gonna Alright, I'm actually gonna disconnect because there's no traffic at LA. I'm just gonna reconnect as tower using the main sector file so I can see the more stuff. I'll connect as an observer though.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, we'll just do it for TeamSpeak. Because really, I'm just here to practice the I'm just here to practice the ILS. Oh god, what has happened to my X-plane? Ah. So this gets mixture. Alright. Otherwise, that's rudder pedals. This is full right, full left, full back, full forward. Yep. Alright. So we'll go ahead and turn on our fuel pump. And we'll crank up the engine. Awesome. Good start. Things are in the green. Go ahead and we'll start squawking VFR. And then, obviously, you'll give us our things that we need. Alright, let me get my pen and paper. And I'm not actually going to, like, switch my radios then to the frequencies, okay?
So where are you coming from?
I'm on LAX. Oh, I haven't connected, that's right.
Like where are you gonna from though? Like you're arriving at LAX.
Yeah, no, I'm departing LAX. I'm going LAX. Well, I'll be doing. What I'll do is I'll do a I can either do the Lax 8 Seal Beach direct, or I can just literally just take off and vector Seal Beach.
Yeah, you just go straight to Seal Beach and then onto the approach. Yeah.
Yeah, because that is the correct way of doing it, to go to Seal Beach if you want to practice. Because you can see Seal Beach is also an initial approach fix. Alright, so I need to connect up here. So we are 851 Alpha Tango, Australian server, Cessna 210. Connect. Let me know when you see me. Do you see me?
Yeah. 851 Alpha Tango, yeah.
Awesome. So, Skulk Box, I'll send you through a flight plan. So our route will just be SLI. Oh, that's right, I remapped L key. So I can't type.
I see you going Lax 8 Seal Beach direct.
No, I'm not going to do Laxate just because Laxate is a departure. I'll just do radar vector Seal Beach. Then,
Can we do that?
yeah.
I mean, are you allowed to go radar vector Seal Beach?
Was it sorry? Yeah, you can.
Like, so you can't approve it, you can't accept a SID?
Well, I don't want to fly a SID.
I didn't know you could just say I don't want to fly a SID.
Alright, there's another button on here that's interfering with my... I can't assign myself a push to talk. There we go, now I've got my push to talk. Hit OK. Oh wait, there's no point in assigning a push to talk because I'm on TeamSpeak. SLI. So we're doing a KLAX to KLAX. No alternate. Cruise altitude of 5,000. Or actually, just for fun, I'll get up to 7,000, and then you can just send me down to the altitude, because that makes things harder for me as well. All right. Flight time. Yeah, whatever. Alright. I've just sent off a flight plan, let me know. Actually, I'm not sure if I hit VFR on that. Yeah, I hit IFR. Cool. So things I need to know is 1099 is the localizer. Or is the ILS, and 251 is our course. So we can go ahead and roll 251 in on here. I'm just using a SciTech panel. Alright. You ready? You ready to begin our training session?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. And LA clearance, November 851 Alpha Tango is a Cessna Centurion 210 at General Aviation, looking to pick up IFR clearance to practice a ILS approach.
Cessna 851 Alpha Tango, a tower, clearance and request standby. Now, because you... Did I say cleared Los Angeles, right? Cleared Los Angeles International Airport. Yeah, that sounds kind of weird.
I think you would say that though.
Yeah, I guess you would.
Actually, you know what I can do?
I say cleared Los Angeles International Airport, radar vector Seal Beach, then direct.
I'll tell you exactly what it is. Hang on in a second.
Yeah.
Because this is actually one of the pilot edge exams, but it's done at John Wayne. I think it's like the I-5 or something exam, or maybe even earlier than that. It's one of the instrument ones. And basically, they take off from John Wayne, they go to, I think it's Seal Beach, and then so it's radar vector seal beach, and then they go for vectors for the full approach from memory. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the very first one actually. So it's a flight 2 from John Wayne. So the transcript, I'll just bring up the transcript so I can tell you what the ATC said. Okay, so Chinook, what a joke. Alright, so it's John Wayne clearance, Chinook 301 requesting IFR clearance to John Wayne. We'd like to practice the ILS. So it's pretty much sort of what I said. Requesting IFR, I said requesting IFR clearance, whatever, to Los Angeles to practice the ILS. And then he says back, so Chinook 301, John Wayne clearance, good morning, cleared to the John Wayne airport. So yeah, you literally say it, cleared to Los Angeles via radar vectors, Seal
Then what does he
Beach.
say?
So you would say cleared to Los Angeles airport, or Los Angeles International Airport via fly heading something, then radar, so fly runway heading or fly heading 250, then radar vectors Seal Beach direct. Maintain 7,000 for example, or maintain 3,000 as per the lower, SOP.
Yep. Well, the SOP.
Yep, that's what I meant. Maintain 3,000, expect 7,000, 5 minutes after departure, departure frequency, etc. Squawk 3021.
Okay.
And we'll do
I
pretend
can't really give you a
handoffs.
squawk on this.
Yeah, just give me something. For the sake of just tell me to squawk 1200. I know it's not the most accurate, but tell me to squawk 1200, I guess.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll say that again. So Los Angeles clearance November 851 Alpha Tango is a Cessna Centurion 210 slant Alpha, looking to pick up IFR to Los Angeles to practice the ILS.
November 851 Alpha Tango, LA Tower, good evening. Cleared to Los Angeles International Airport via fly runway heading, then radar vectors Seal Beach, then direct. Maintain 3,000. Expect 7,000. 5 minutes after departure. Departure offline. Squawk 1200.
And November 851 Alpha Tango is cleared to Los Angeles International Airport via fly runway heading, then radar vectors Seal Beach, then direct. Climb maintain 3,000, expect 7,000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is with you, and squawk 1200.
November 851 Alpha Tango, read back correct. Expect runway 25 left for departure. Advise ready for taxi.
And expecting 25 left, and we'll advise when ready for taxi. 851 Alpha Tango. We're going to simulate all the frequencies, so I'm going to call you ground, and then I'm going to call you tower, and I'm going to call you departure, or approach.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
So I'm going to hand you off to myself, basically.
Yeah, so you would say contact it would be exactly like Pilot Edge, except Pilot Edge you actually change the frequency, but you still talk to the same controller.
That must be weird.
It's not that weird, because changing the frequency, something feels right about it.
Like, contact departure now, and hello departure again.
No, what was weird was when there was no bloody radar services working today. Alright. After start checklist is good. We've got our nav rolled in, everything is rolled in. Alright. Oh, we're maintaining, what is it? Wait, what? I'm at 26,000 for my altitude. I need to bloody roll down, what is it? 3,000 then... 3,000, then 7,000. Wait, did you say standby? Okay. Well, he's muted. Alright, so with the stream, we're flying IMC over here. And that's just to practice the ILS, so we can't just cheat and do a visual. Because that would not be very fun, would it? You guys are here to watch a IFR flight, not a false IFR flight in visual conditions. You know, IFR is IFR. Oh, and looks like I missed you, Clappy. Hello, Clappy. How are you doing? About to update this. So, Clappy, what we're doing today is, I see you just joined in. What we're doing is we are flying from Los Angeles to Los Angeles, and what I'm doing is I'm practicing the ILS. I'm practicing the ILS with my friend who's a ZLA controller. And so basically he's practicing sort of the approach and all of that. He's a ground controller, but we're just having fun because I haven't done ILS approaches in ages in this thing. You know, when you fly all those big A320s and 73s and 777s and all that, you kind of forget all the little basic things with the GAs. So that's what we're doing today. So we're doing Los Angeles, it will be radar vector Seal Beach. It will be maintain 3,000. Expect 7,000 5 minutes after departure. And basically, yeah. So I just picked up clearance with him. He currently went AFK, so he'll be back in a second or so, and then we'll get taxi. But yeah, it should be fun. So we're about to get going, and then it's literally like, I can put it up into the GPS if you want. It's literally a very, very quick flight. Hopefully I don't stuff it up, because I'm gonna be hand flying the ILS, so that should be interesting to watch. So I'm just gonna enter in our waypoint. So we're gonna menu, clear, delete the flight plan. Gonna go Seal Beach. So that's SL. Yep. SLI. And yep, that's the one. Hit and accept. And then our destination, of course, is
November 851 Alpha Tango, runway 25 left, taxi via Alpha 6 Foxtrot, altimeter 3005.
Runway 25 left via Alpha 6 and Foxtrot for November 851 Alpha Tango. Actually, what was the altimeter again? So I was
User entered your channel.
Hey Tom, jump on Twitch.
What?
So we're going to KLAX. Have you got any questions, Mark, about like what's going to happen?
Use the speakers.
Alright, guys, so this is Alpha 6 here, and we're to the right. What do you like to fly on on X-Plane Clappy?
November 851 Alpha Tango, do you want an intersection departure for 25 left?
November 851 off Tango, we can take... Sure, we can go ahead. Is that Alpha 5 ahead of us? I think it is.
November 851 Alpha Tango, that'll be a left turn off, which is the next turn, 25 left, hold short.
We'll take the next left for 25 left for 851 off Tango. Yeah, and Clappy, VATSIM is great. It just, like, you don't have controlling guaranteed. If you're really serious about aviation, I recommend you try something called Pilot Edge. Yeah, I'll give you a link. This is what I personally prefer to fly on. And our tower's gone AFK again. But otherwise we'll put our pitot heat, our strobes, our landing can come on, and our taxi can stay on.
Hey,
November
wake up.
851 Alpha Tango, 25 left, line up and wait.
Runway 25 left, line up and wait, 851 Tango. Alright, so we've just been instructed to line up and wait. Was there a reason to line up and wait? Is there an actual aircraft or something, or what? Alright, so I guess next thing is ATC. So Steel Beach is 20 nautical miles away. Bearing. Okay. So after takeoff, we're going to do a little quick brief here whilst we wait for our clearance. After takeoff here, we're going to be climbing up to 3,000 feet. And we're flying runway heading. So on the heading bug, I'll put in 251. So we're flying, yep, heading of 251. And we most likely will switch the autopilot on as we do all the main flying. But then as we get closer to the runway again, I do want to practice. I want to have a shot at doing the ILS hand flying. Alright. Mark, are we good to go?
November 851 Alpha Tango, fly runway heading, wind 280 at 3 knots, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading and runway 25 left, clear for takeoff, November 851 Alpha Tango. Alright, let's go. Alright, there's airspeed alive. There's 60. There's 70. A little bit of a crosswind component here. Just countering in with some rudder. Alright, so we're flying heading 251, so we're just going to look at that heading bug here. We're just going to try to sit on 251 until he vectors us elsewhere, so gear up. So we're aiming to climb out here at about 90 knots as a minimum. So we're doing that well. Actually, we probably should have Steel Beach in here, shouldn't we?
Hey Max, can you fly direct Steel Beach on your own?
Well, I guess you can just give me the call to fly direct Steel Beach, but you also got to climb me up to 7.
Okay, I'll do that. November 851 Alpha Tango, radar contact, climb maintain 7,000, clear direct Steel Beach.
And up to 7,000 and direct to Seal Beach for November 851 Alpha Tango, I think. Alright, so making a left turn here, and I'll bring up Seal Beach now really quickly, so that's that. And we're climbing to 7. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our course.
Let me know if I do anything wrong, Max. I'm just using my best judgment.
No, you're right. For some reason my course isn't coming up here. There we go. So what we do is we line the course up here, because he said to fly direct, so we just twist this until it starts intercepting. And there we go, picking up the intercept, so we start turning left there. And we'll proceed like that. Alright, so now we're aiming to go and get Seal Beach, so we're flying direct to Seal Beach now. And we're climbing up to 7,000 as best as we can. First, we'll go ahead and increase our rate here. And Mark, just advising you, I'm IMC. If you want, you can turn on the stream to see exactly how IMC I am. But basically, we've got clouds, we've got overcast here at 4,000, so it's not that bad.
Alright.
But visibility is reduced, but it shouldn't be too much of a factor. Alright, so now we're purely on the
We're gonna go in a DC-10. He's about let's see, 50 miles out, I think, to the east of LA. His call sign is Michael.
His call sign's Michael.
It's just M-I-C-H-A-E-L.
Oh, that
Michael.
is funny. Call sign Michael.
Screenshot.
Oh, and Clappy. No, I just asked you before what you like to fly on X-plane, what type of plane, and I also recommended that if you wanted to get into serious flying, you should take a look at Pilot Edge.
Am I on the stream at the moment?
Possibly for one viewer.
Hello, one viewer.
And the stream delay should kick in any second. If he says hello back, of course.
I just heard my voice then.
Oh, are you watching the stream?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're just saying the stream delay should kick in right now.
Yeah, I recommend muting the stream. Yeah, I was flying the A320 earlier today. I didn't have that much luck with it because I was on Pilot Edge and all the servers went down. Alright, so we are going direct. We are 13 miles out from Seal Beach. 13.6 miles out from Seal Beach. That should take us 5 minutes on there. And then looking at the chart up here.
You know Nicholas Reed?
Yes.
Yeah. I was observing him a few hours ago. I reckon I can do his accent pretty well.
Is this doing tower? Was he tower or
Cessna.
center? Okay.
Southwest 3047 radar contact, sir. Climb and maintain 7,000.
That's right. I remember he's got the sort of that semi high. It's not that high pitch. It's just
Radar contact, sir.
I like Eugene. We've got that full. I think I don't think he's Russian, but he's somewhere, some sort of Slavic.
You have to delete this stream after, by the way.
What was that?
You have to delete this video on Twitch.
Okay, I'm down for that. Wait, is that for your voice just then, or?
Yeah.
Damn,
We'll mute it somehow.
why did you say it? I can cut the audio out from that point. Anyways, so educational time. So doing ILS 25 left. Right now we're going direct to Seal Beach. So we're flying along an imaginary line like this. And then when we get to Seal Beach, we should be given radar vectors. And this is marked for you to pay attention when I say should be given. So when we get to Seal Beach, we should be given a
How do I do that? Because I don't have any of the stuff on my radar.
Wait, you don't? Oh, go to your view. Oh crap! Yeah, you need to set that up. How far away? I'm 8.4 miles away. Yeah, go to your view.
Oh, there's way too many now.
No, don't only do fixes. Go and do diagrams. It's like one of the very bottom ones.
Oh, okay.
That opens up a window. Now on the right side for stars, you need to find, they're in alphabetical order. You need to find LAX, 25 left, or
Yeah, no.
LAX
got it.
West flow. It's called West flow, and that will show you the exact ILS sort of center lines with the fixes.
Wait, it's called West Flow?
Yeah, it's LAX West flow. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
Just says LAX ILS 25 right on the stars.
Okay. Click that. That should come up on your VRC client.
Yeah.
Awesome. So basically, you will see Seal Beach, and you need to go from Seal Beach, and you give me like a turn to basically start going to Gate. And Gate is 17.2 nautical miles from LAX. So if you don't want to put the fixes up, then you can.
Yeah, I see Gate.
You can see Gate. Okay. So then basically, you'll tell me a command. Tell me something like. You can tell me even now if you want. So it'd be like November 851 Alpha Tango, depart Seal Beach on heading X. So that looks like, to me, that looks like a heading of like 350 or 338. Actually, it's on the chart, heading 338.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Yeah. Yep.
So if you want, you can tell me that.
Okay, so I'll just look at that chart and do that.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess. The chart tells you, it says it all.
Do I have to say like heading 3384, something like that? Or do I just have to say 338?
No, you can just say, or you could, if you want to give me extra information, which is always great, you could say, depart heading 338 for vectors ILS 25 left. Because what I would say right now is if we simulate calls, I would say, circular approach November 851 Alpha Tango. And you would.
What?
So no, I'm just practicing. So, well, I'm just actually doing it. So,
Oh, okay. November 851 Alpha Tango LA. What did I say? SoCal approach.
yeah, SoCal approach. Go ahead or something. And then I would say SoCal approach November 851 Alpha Tango. We'd like to request the ILS 25 left today. So you said.
November 851 Alpha Tango. Turn left heading 338 vectors for ILS 25 left.
Left turn to 338 for vectors for the ILS. No. Please don't. Stay on nav for now. I didn't realize where my heading bug was just then. My heading bug was still set to 251. So left turn 338 for vectors. Long scroll here.
You haven't even started the turn yet. Oh,
Yeah, I know, because I was still scrolling it in.
You don't have to be there exactly at gate.
No, I don't have to
Doesn't
be exactly at gate.
exactly
No.
towards gate.
No.
Just around that. And then I need to vector you for a max 30 degrees intercept.
Yes. And remember,
Okay,
I need to
shuffle
be
it
at
as well.
5,000. So yes, it says 5,000 or above, but it's always best to put me to the sort of to the floor of that.
Okay, so I should descend you as quickly as I can.
Yeah.
5,000.
I guess. Because I'm
Alright, as soon as I can.
I'm in the clouds. If you're watching the stream, I can't see anything right now.
November 851 Alpha Tango, descend and maintain 5,000.
And down to 5,000 from November 851 Alpha Tango. Alright, down we go. We can reduce our speed there.
Are you on the right heading there? Or are you still turning?
I just turned to 33. Wait, did you say 38 or 338? Oh, true.
338.
Alright, let's keep turning. If you want, you can give me a new vector, considering that it's late.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea actually.
You know how to vector, right?
November 851 Alpha Tango, turn left heading 320.
Left turn 320 November 851 Alpha Tango. You know how to double click, right?
You double click on VRC
yeah,
and
the
then,
ruler,
yeah. I'm doing that.
Alright.
I did it from gate and I just used the backtrack course.
Oh yeah, we are exactly in the soup, as they call it.
In the soup.
You know what, I want to make this more challenging. I'm going to set it so that visibility is lowered. Call it non-precision IFR, call
Yeah.
that.
Next score will probably be for PTAC, won't it?
Correct. And I recommend doing that maybe 2.5 miles, or say do it 3 miles out. So by the time I finish saying it, and by the time I
3
input
miles out
everything,
of the gate, I'll give you a turn. Yep.
yeah. So give me a
Okay.
turn 3 miles out.
We'll be heading to 1 to 28. There will be the max heading. Okay, I guess yeah.
Yep.
So that would put you there.
Alright, let's just check the stream. Sorry, Clappy, I've just been pulling up all these windows, so I missed your message there. No, we are from Australia. Not New Zealand, Australia. Alright, so what we're doing now is we're rolling in a course of 251. Because if we looked at the ILS chart before, 251 is our final. Yeah, that's our final approach course. We'll go ahead and put in 109.9 on the. There we go. On the nav 109.9. So basically, right now we're on about like a 80 degree or 75 degree intercept onto that line. So then it's the controller's job to give me a narrower intercept, because that intercept, obviously ILS, it's precise. With such a wide intercept you could easily overshoot that, which is why they do the 30 degree intercept as a maximum.
So I should make it less than 30 degrees, really, shouldn't I?
For ease of use, yes.
Maybe like 20 degrees or something.
Yep.
Okay.
But keep in mind, the less
Okay.
you do it, the further I will sort of get into the intercept. If that makes sense. So like if you turn me 30 degrees, I will be on the ILS faster than what I would be if you turn me 10 degrees.
Yeah. It increases quite substantially.
Yeah. So if you just picture like 3 miles out and sort of play around with your ruler and see.
What's the minimum I can actually do the turn? Like, can I make it close to like 2 miles out? Because that'll make it so I can.
I guess you can, but if you, let's say if you stumble across your clearance and you have to reset, that 2 miles will turn into 1 mile very quickly, and that 1 mile will turn into an overshoot very quickly. So if you can set your PTAC like straight up with no problems, then you'll be fine.
Alright. I'll try it out.
Well, good luck with your flight, and thank you. I think we've hit a all-time high of 5 viewers. Wait, and Clappy, I was setting up the audio before. Can you just confirm, can you hear the team speak?
November 851 off Tango, you're 3 miles out of gate. Turn left heading 280. Maintain 5,000 until established. 25 left ILS.
2 miles out from gate, turn left heading 280, maintain 5,000 until established on the localizer, and verify we're clear for the ILS 25 left. For 851 off Tango.
November 851 off Tango, cleared for ILS 25 left.
And we are clear for the ILS 25 left, November 851 off Tango. Now, you don't technically have
cleared.
Yeah, you don't technically have to clear us yet. What you can do, instead of saying cleared ILS 25 left, you can say report established. And so once I'm established, then that's when.
And then once they're established, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like for very busy sort of approaches, they will clear you straight up. Alright, so what we're looking here is we're looking for needle movement. So on a DME,
And I
we
can
are
clear to
16.
land when you're at least, well,
Yeah,
less
just
than 5 miles.
tell me
out.
to contact tower at about 5 miles or so.
Yep.
And thanks for that, Clappy. It's good. Alright, I'm nervous I'm going to overshoot this. Like, I want to hand fly it, but I'm also nervous that I'm going to stuff it up hand flying. So I might just, like, be sneaky and hit in that, Oh, it actually says that we are above the glide slope here. What am I at? 5,000?
Yeah, you would actually be very. That was probably my fault. I probably should have got you not to go towards gate, but probably before that. Yeah, because by the time you do the actual intercept, you're way like ahead of gate.
Alright, I'm only getting needle movement now. So actually, I'm gonna hand fly this for fun. Let's go. So just disconnected the autopilot. Oh god, this is scary. I can't see anything right now.
The glide slope starts at 1,900, I think.
So I'm making that left turn there. So we are well above that glide slope. So I need to descend.
Yeah, you were supposed to be at like 3,600, right?
Yeah, and I'm dropping fast now, so the glide slope's coming back in. Alright, let's go. So we're getting that needle alignment here. Alright, glide slope's coming back in, so time to pull up. Whoa. Damn, hand flying ILS is not fun. Alright, we're making a left onto 251 now. I'll bug that in. I think we just overshot that. So we'll go left and then we'll come right again. Alright, and now we are too low. Oh, it's stuff hand flying. Stuff hand flying ILS. ILS is designed to be put onto an autopilot. Onto an autopilot. Yeah, okay, we are way too low for this. So I'm just gonna level out here.
No, too low?
Yeah, I'm at 2,000 right now, and I'm looking at the glide slope, and 10 miles out, 2,000 is way too low. So I need to stop descending like ASAP. I'll trim it out as well, so I don't do that. But I'm sort of on the localizer.
It's probably supposed to be at... You're probably supposed to be at about... 2,000's alright.
Yeah, but keep in mind, they are technically MEAs, so I think I've violated the MEAs. How good is this for visibility though?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm way too low. I really need to just level off here, so I'm just gonna trim that out like hell. But otherwise, I think we're doing well on the localizer. But you can see the glide slope for everyone watching, that's these yellow markers here. And I think there's moving down now slightly. No, they're still staying there. So basically, a good approach would be those yellow markers here, and this green needle in a straight line. So I'm sort of doing okay in the localizer. It'll get much harder as I get closer. I'm 8 miles out. But in terms of glide slope, and I'm still descending. No, I have to actually climb now. Like I've gone that low that I have to actually start climbing, not just level out. And this is why it's good to now and then practice your basic skills, I guess. I mean, because I'm always sort of used to chucking on that nav mode and flying an ILS on autopilot. Alright, so our localizer is spot on right now. So if I just hold that, alright, we can go, what are we, 6 miles, 6.8 miles out, we can go gear down. Alright, gear is down, 3 green, yep. You guys can't see it, but I've got the side tech panel here telling me 3 green.
November 851 Alpha Tango, contact LA Tower 120 point mental blank.
905.
905, that's right.
Over to LA Tower 120.95 for November 851 Alpha Tango, have a good day. And Los Angeles Tower, November 851 Alpha Tango is on the ILS 25 left.
November 851 Alpha Tango, LA Tower, roger.
Continue approach.
Now, do I have to give you the winds when you land?
Yes. Well, I mean, it's not a necessity, but once again, it's a courtesy.
Okay, cool.
Because that just lets me know. Because
November 851 Alpha Tango, winds 280 at 3 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. And remember, 3 knots is actually calm.
I thought it was less than 3 knots. It's calm, like 2 and 1 and 0.
Actually, I think it's inclusive of 3. I don't know.
I got something. It was on my VAT USA exam. I got it either.
Alright, guys, we're getting close here. Okay, so we just flew past the glide slope, so we're going to descend on the glide slope now. So this is where it gets hard. Oh, and I can see the lights there, so we'll go visual from now on. But I think that was a successful approach, other than me breaking the MEAs. I don't know, what do you think? So, landing checklist gear is down. We won't use any flaps for this. Yeah. Landing checklist is pretty much done. There's not much for this.
Is that scenery?
What was that?
Are you using scenery?
Of course. This scenery is really good, but you guys probably can't like see it very well with my terrible settings on Twitch.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's a bit
It comes out like
blurry for some reason.
yeah, with things that move, because I've lowered my bitrate, and I'm lowering the bitrate only so I can see the chat earlier, because now I have like I think it's like a 20-second delay or something, but before I had like a 5-minute delay to the chat. So it means like, guys, like you want better quality or you want me to see your messages earlier? Alright, we'll take the good landing. And we'll give a bit of half brake there, long runway. Alright. Welcome to LAX. Haven't been here in a while. Alright. What's this here? This is can't tell. Golf.
851 Alpha Tango, contact LA ground 121.75.
Over to LA ground 121.75 for November 851 Alpha Tango. And LA ground November 851 Alpha Tango is clear of 25 left on Golf, looking for general aviation.
November 851 Alpha Tango, LA ground, taxi to the ramp via Alpha 6.
Ramp via Alpha 6 is there?
What is that one? No, that's not what the GA parking is for. Yeah. Taxi via Alpha 6, yeah.
Alpha and Alpha 6 to GA parking for 851 Alpha Tango, and thank you for the help today. No, we really simulate our radio calls here at ZLA. Alright, Twitch, what do you guys reckon? out of 10, what was that approach? Honestly, I think I kept the localizer pretty well. I mean, do you agree, Mark? I think I kept the localizer pretty well. Just that glide slope.
Pretty good job, yeah.
The glide slope, I really stuffed that. Like, I just let it get away from me, and I was just so focused on catching that localizer the entire time. Oh, you missed a landing, Clappy. No. Alright, I'll replay you the landing, but unfortunately you don't get to see the entire approach again. Because that would just take too long. Alright, so this is GA parking here. We'll pull in here, get off the taxiway. Alright, well thanks for the help, Mark, and I'll see you later. But now, Clappy, how much of the approach did you see?
Microphone muted.
Alright, and we are here.
Channel switched.
Alright, park brake on.
See you soon.
We'll do that one. Okay, so we'll go replay mode. Yeah, we'll go from here, Clappy. How's that? I think this should be alright. What's this? 4.2, so 3 miles out. And yeah, this should be good here. There you go. So this is where I was just able to see the runway. So yeah, so I was pretty on to the localizer, because I mean, like, from now on I went visual from now on. So you could see that when I could start seeing the runway that I was actually pretty close. So I think it was okay. So yeah, I don't think it was that bad of a landing. I mean, the landing part I think was okay, but the approach, the only thing I would say was wrong with the approach is I got too low. But I mean, in the end, I was okay. But it was just initially, because it was like a 12-mile approach or something. So the whole 12 miles, I sort of got a little bit too low. And when I say too low, I mean lower than what the chart says. And there you go, Clappy. Welcome to LAX. Yeah, and I guess going off of that, Clappy. Well, yeah, thanks for that. It was just because I guess if you look here, oh, this is sort of okay here. Yeah. So this is at 7 miles out. So this is 7 miles out or 6 miles out, right? That's where our glide slope was. So we were below the glide slope the entire time. But we weren't really, it's not like we were descending dangerously low. Because if you take a look, when I can see the runway, so it was about, so let me scroll back here. Oh, I think we've just crashed the sim. Yeah, it was quite hard. Like, and I was hand flying it, so I wasn't using the GPS, which the nav, sorry, not the nav, the autopilot. But yeah, so this is. I'll show you what the moment I saw the runway is. So this is what it looked like from my view. So I was flying this. I'm all looking down here on the gauges only. I'm still looking at the gauges, and I saw the glide slope come down. So I'm trying to follow the glide slope. And then I looked up, probably about now I looked up and I started turning off. But that goes to that shows you how close I was on a localizer. And in terms of altitude, that's not that low. Like, if you look at the glide slope, if anything, I'm actually high right now. And then, yeah. So if you look, so this is the glide slope here, in case you don't know. But yeah, so in terms of altitude, I think I was sort of good. But then towards the end, I dipped down. But that's just the way I like to land this aircraft, especially if you look at my speed right now. I sort of did a fast approach. If I was holding about 80 knots the entire time, then I would have come down correctly on the Pappy. But the way I like to touch down in this aircraft is I come in a little bit lower and a little bit faster, and I sort of let it hover just before the end of the runway. Like right now, I'm letting it hover. And so yeah, so you can see now that I'm sort of going to get correct now. And I touched down at the correct point as well. So it's not like I overflew the entire runway or I landed in the threshold or anything like that. But yeah, alright, so you were asking how to do the replay mode. So the replay mode is done. The replay mode would be done by going up onto aircraft. So you go to the aircraft tab. I'll let it sit here because I know my stream settings are low, so I'll let it adjust. Then you go to toggle replay mode. So when you click that, or the shortcut is Alt R. So toggle replay mode, and then this brings up this sort of like a time code. And you can see it says 56 minutes, which is 56 minutes, which is the total time I was flying. Okay. And in terms of what mic do you use? I use it's not an actual microphone. It's my gaming headset and it's the built-in mic. I think it's okay. What do you think of it? It's the SteelSeries Siberia version 3. I can write that down for you. Yeah, no worries, Clappy. And thanks for watching, I guess. Yeah. If you have any more questions, I'll stay up for a couple of minutes. If you have any more questions, as I sort of wrap up here. But yeah, so the mic, I said that just then. I think it's a good mic. It certainly works well for gaming. No one's ever complained about it really. And it's good because it tucks away in my headset. So it's not like it's like a separate mic. It tucks into my headset. And so the microphone, like, I pull it out. When I need it, I pull it out. And when I don't need it, I pull it back, push it back in. And you can't see it. Like, people ask me, oh, it's a gaming headset, where's your microphone? And I pull it out and everyone's like, oh, okay. But yeah. So if you have any more questions on the, I explained the replay mode, right? So basically it gives you this bar and you can do options like reverse time. So if I go reverse faster, and there you go. So this is going to be playing in reverse speed. And then you can fast forward again. Or you can drag along this time bar. I will say... Oh, what have I done? Ah, I think... Oh, I went to the very, very beginning. So this is the beginning of my flight. And then this is the end here. Okay. How long is your flight today, Clappy? In the A320? Oh, okay. So what I do is, I like to flight sort of realistically, and which is why I was setting up the audio earlier, and that's why I was asking you. Oh, and by the way, thanks for the follow. I haven't set up my alert, so like it doesn't alert me instantly, but I am setting that up now. So thanks for the follow, Clappy. But yeah, and so in terms of the audio, the way I have it set up, I have the audio set up so that it's sort of realistic. So I have it that all the X-plane sounds, they come out of my TV, because I use a TV for my monitor. Because I have like a mini home cockpit. Like, I don't know if you've heard of the Cytec stuff, but I've got like a Cytec home cockpit. So all the audio comes out of the TV, and anything else, so like the ATC and TeamSpeak comes through my headphones. And I like that. So I have my TV turned up nice and loud, so it sort of like vibrates my table and everything. And I guess that's a good test for my microphone. If you can hear the TV in the background, then I guess, yeah. But if you can't hear the TV in the background, then I guess it's a great noise cancellation in the mic. So yeah, hopefully that explains it. So all my X-plane comes out of here, and my ATC comes in my headset. So it's like real life, and that just makes it more realistic, and also much easier to hear all the ATC. 1 hour and 45 minutes. That's a good length. I sort of like that length. Oh, X56. Yeah, I have right now. I spent 2 hours today setting up my sim again. Because I don't know if you've heard of DCS. It's the Digital Combat Simulator. I used to fly it a lot, but now Digital Combat Simulator is coming to Pilot Edge for real edge or for live ATC. And so I pulled out my X55. So I've got the 55, not the 56, which is pretty much the same thing. And I started setting that up again next to me. But in terms of what I do these flights on, I do them on the Cytec yoke, and I also have the Cytec switch panel and the Cytec autopilot panel, and 2 throttle quadrants. Was it hard to set up the audio? No, very very easy. I can show you. So like if you want, so for example, I like to use Pilot Edge. Oh, let me get rid of this replay mode. So I use Pilot Edge for example, and so for Pilot Edge, if I was to connect to it, so I'll go hit connect. I log into my Pilot Edge, so with, let's say, November 851 Alpha Tango. You're meant to do it in caps, but, you know, I'm just giving you a demo. Whereas Cessna 210, nothing for there, and nothing here. Connect. They were having server issues, actually, so I'm not sure if I should connect. Last time I tried to connect, it actually crashed my sim. Oh, no. Oh, this can't be good. Alright. That's an awesome new Windows feature. See how it was just about to crash my sim? And if you hit resolve, not resolve, it was, what is it, like return to like a previous state, it actually goes back before you try to connect to Pilot Edge. But I'll show you. So it's Pilot Edge, and then I'd go to Preferences, and this is, so it's a audio output. So I have the choice either my laptop, because I use a laptop. It's a gaming laptop. If you check my specs on Twitch, so I have the option between speakers, headphones, and my TV. So I just set it to my headphones. So when I go ahead and, like, let's say I roll in a frequency, so like 126.35, then sorry, it's just funny reading your chat in with the delay, because you're like 30 seconds behind me, or maybe even close to a minute now. But it's funny seeing the delay. Yeah, you'll be glad that the new Windows thing has that feature, or new X-Plane has that feature incorporated with Windows. But as I was saying, so I dial in the frequency, and everything that comes from Pilot Edge would go into my headphones. And same with VATSIM. So for VATSIM, I would go to Xquark box, set up audio. So it says input, pick an input. I would go my headphones, so there's still Sirius Siberia. Then output for COM1, I would do my headphones. Output for COM2, I'd do my headphones. And you can set up the mic, etc. So that's how I do that. And then what I do to make sure that everything else comes out of the computer, if you go onto, oh, if you go to your, let me try to get it up. Okay, got it. If you go to your volume playback devices, sorry. No. So if you go here, what you do is you make sure for playback that, for example, the TV is set as the default. So there will be a button here saying set as default speaker. So I can go and set my headphones to be the default. So now all sound would be going from my headphones. But if I set this as default device, that becomes the default speaker. That's what the tick is. And then for recording, make sure that your microphone's obviously your mic from your headset. And then for headphones here, you set them as default device for communication. but that's just in general. So what I make sure is all the audio is coming out of the TV, and otherwise all the ATC is done in my headset. But actually, now that I think about that, Clappy, you have to have a microphone that's a USB microphone. Now that I think about that, it's either USB or something that is sort of like has a driver with it. Because by being USB, it actually lets you be lets it come up as a second input. Because what happens is, if I go back to show you, so what happens is audio output. If you were to plug in headphones that were just a audio jack, like normal earphones or something, they would actually just come up as speakers. So that would put, and your speakers would obviously be playing the all the sound. So you won't actually have the option to do that. I mean, if you have a TV, you'll be able to do TV with HDMI. So you'll be able to do that. So I guess that kind of works. But if you don't have a TV and if you're just using a desktop monitor and you want to play audio out of your desktop or out of your computer, then yeah, you need to have that USB. Or you can buy a audio codec. But audio codecs obviously cost like the same price as an actual headset. So why not just get the headset for a good one, that is. But yeah, so I'm actually going to quickly pick a screenshot for this video. I think maybe somewhere around the approach. This looks nice. Maybe like that view there. Maybe something like that. What do you reckon? Actually, we'll go back onto this view. I think that's a good sort of screenshot there. Yeah, showing the runway on approach, showing the bad weather, showing all really. And we've got Los Angeles in the background there. Yeah, something like that. So I'll take a screenshot of that, and that will be the thumbnail. Awesome. Well, Clappy, thank you for viewing. Thank you for technically being my official first viewer that sort of stayed and commented and everything. It's been fun flying and talking with you. And thank you for the follow. I'll go ahead and follow you back once I finish here. And I will, I guess by following, now you know every time I'm streaming. Which will probably be sort of maybe a bit earlier than this time, sometimes even earlier on days that I can. But yeah, so thanks for watching, Clappy. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you in another video. Enjoy your flight today in the A320 and let me know how it goes. Alright, thank you.